Hello everybody, Shelly here. I am back. I have a relatively new Colourpop collection. Colourpop collection plus I also have foundation on my lips. Yay. If you guys are new here, I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm just a lady of a certain age playing with makeup because I'm makeup obsessed. Palette obsessed. In case you thought there were books. I have too many. I need to do a declutter. Wish me luck on that one. Not really sure when that's going to happen because I have a lot of other projects that I know I need to do. Let me know. Leave me a comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you guys. So I picked up the Plush Like Me palette. This is like a 90s, I think retro kind of palette. I think it looks suspiciously like several other palettes that Colourpop has done over the last few years. We're going to see. I also picked up 2 of their cheek dews. I think I've heard mixed reviews on this. This feels like it's separated, so we're gonna shake it here a little. Shake it up, shake it up. Okay, you guys, I need to, I've got some foundation on, and that's about it. So I've got 2 cheek blushy thingies here. I've got a, what is this? I think this is gonna be, oh, this is gonna be a Luxe lip. Matte AF. Yay for swear words. Okay. And then a lippy pencil. Yay, I bought a whole other collection of lippy pencils. I'm going to use these later on. This is the Truth or Bear collection from Colourpop. And these looked perfect fall, like right up exactly what I needed. Said no one ever that has a huge lip liner collection. But there's a lot of browns. There's some burgundies and some even more browns. So not a summer collection, but I'm gonna hang on to this and maybe pull these out another time because the collection actually does come with an a lip liner. I also picked up a liquid eyeliner. So I've got a black liquid liner, not really the color that I thought I was going to. I'm all over the place here, you guys. I'm sorry. Let's just get into this and start playing here. I don't know which, I think I need to use the pink. We'll use both. Who am I kidding? Okay, so this says it is a cheek dew, which leads me to believe it probably works better on bare skin. My foundation's been sitting on here for a couple minutes now. I did not set it with anything, so let's try one of these on one side and then just kind of see what it looks like. Was going to grab a makeup sponge, but I didn't, so I'm gonna actually, I put some on the back of my hand along with my eyeliner swatch, and I'm gonna grab, this is just a Morphe blush brush. I'm gonna pick some up with the brush. I think this is gonna be ridiculously sheer, but that may be good when you're looking at bold eyeshadow. So let's put a little of this on, see what we can come up with. Wow, that's actually super pretty. Does this stay, you guys? Does this last? I've had mixed luck with serum blushes, but I feel like that's a really pretty wash of color. Okay, maybe we need to do the other side, huh? It's like it's tumble for ya. I felt like these sold out and then they came back in, and so when they came back in, I bought 2 of them. Sometimes I buy more than one at a time. I tend to, with my blushes, I go with one that's a little bit more on the pink side or one that's more on the orangey side. I did really kind of get into orange and corals this summer. Don't know why. I think I've always been more of a pink kind of blush person, but for whatever reason this summer I started really dipping my toe in the corals and the peaches. Okay, that feels like it built up quite a bit. Sometimes my camera likes to adjust too dark here, but I feel like that's actually kind of pretty. My skin feels moisturized. It doesn't have a kind of dry feeling. I don't feel like I got a huge amount of texture, maybe a little bit of texture. I do see a little tiny bit of my sun damage peeking through, so it doesn't feel like it lifted a ton. I don't know why these didn't get better reviews, you guys. We're gonna try the other one. The other color I got was called Kiss Kiss, and it's a little warmer. So we're gonna go in, I don't know if I mixed this as much as I didn't clean out the brush. We're gonna put a little of this down here as more of kind of a contoury bronzy color. That did warm it up quite a bit, didn't it? Wow. I've had these for a little bit and I don't know why I haven't been using them. I do really like some putty and cream blushes more than others. And as far as the serum blushes go, I really like Flower Beauty. I like the Natasha Denona ones. That doesn't bother me at all. I didn't like the Rare Beauty 2 that I tried. I didn't really care for that. I feel like I need to kind of buff in up here a little bit. We're gonna let that dry down and see what it looks like after I get the rest of my eyeshadow done. But for right now, okay. Have you guys tried these blushes? The Colourpop Cheek Dew blush. I abuse blush, you guys. I'm a blush obsessed. All right, let's try the lip liner. Let's just see. I didn't buy everything in this collection, but I got a number of things. All right, you guys. The formula on this is a thick, I don't want to call it a gel. If it's a gel, it's a really thick gel. And I I like it. I think it glides on well, and I'm just kind of filling in a little bit more. Not filling in entirely, but filling in a little bit. This is called Over This Liner, and I like the color. What I don't like about these Colourpop lip liners is I want them to be a twist up. I want them to be like a automatic or a mechanical type pencil. Instead, when you sharpen this, which I feel like I always have to do with the lippy because it's such a soft, creamy formula, then you have to sharpen the plastic. And I don't know, that's just not my favorite. All right, but as far as like the lip color go, what a perfect fall holiday color. Okay, this is the lipstick and it's called Matte AF. This is one of their Luxe lipsticks. I've got a few of these. Oh, so already I can see, you guys can't see in this, but the tip is already mangled, which is sad. It doesn't look like it's been swatched or used in any way. There's no other flaws on it, but just the tip is imperfect. Okay, I normally don't do a whole lot of darker, I get on my teeth today. Don't do a ton of darker lipsticks, and mainly it's because, you know, I'm a lady of a certain age and I'm starting to lose some of the fullness in my upper lip. It's a very comfortable formula. I don't think it's scented. If it's scented, it's not the best scent. I feel like I need a little gloss or something lighter right in the center. I think it's a pretty color. It's not a color that I normally would gravitate towards. It doesn't make me look too red. Sometimes you get kind of like a red cast around your mouth with something that's a little bit more purpley, but I think this is fine. This is the eyeshadow palette, and boy, does it look familiar. You really only have these are all neutrals, right? Like you've got some warm neutrals. You really, in this section, in this row, you've got 3 shimmers and 5 mattes. And then you add in these darker colors to kind of smoke things out or richen up the look a little bit. This looks like a perfectly fine everyday palette. I don't know why this is considered a 90s throwback palette. I don't remember using these colors in the 90s. Maybe I did. I do like the packaging. It has this sort of Baroque velvet. I feel like this probably would have been good for the Dark Blooms collection. That would have been good. Let's do a look. I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple today. I'm gonna go in with this neutral nude right here, a little kick up as my transition shade. Now, just so you guys know, I did prep my eyelids with the P. Louise eye base. I think it's in shade 2 that I use, and it's been on for a little bit, so it's had time to dry down a little. Make sure I grab the same one here. Typical Colourpop kick up, no surprises. Did you guys pick up this, or are you just kind of over the Colourpop releases? They release so much. Like, there's always a Colourpop release. And if you guys follow Trend Mood 1 on Instagram, she's a wealth of information, new releases and stuff like that. And I don't know how she keeps up on all of the Colourpop releases. They definitely push them out faster than anybody else, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my take on it. Transition shade, perfection. No issues at all. We're gonna use this kind of warmer color too. I'm just kind of mix and matching cools and warms today. We're gonna take that up here, kind of deepen up the eye a little bit. I want it to peek out when I look straight ahead, but I don't want it to be like oh, here, notice this one color. I do my transitions as I want to be able to see the shadow or the hint of the color without being like a full-on, hey, notice me, bam, in your face. Okay, you guys, so far so good. We need to darken things up a little bit. You know what? I think that brush is gonna be a little big for what I wanna do here. I'm gonna take a little smaller brush and go in with this warm brown. I'm just gonna keep deepening this crease up a little bit here. And then I'm gonna go back in with that first brush and kind of blend it out. Draw in crease. So far, the way those tones work is they do a beautiful job of kind of gradiating together, which I like. Okay, you guys, if you don't follow that girl Shay XO, she does live eyeshadow swatches, and I think she sells me more Colourpop palettes than anything else. I feel like this is a palette that initially I was like, oh, I have all of those shades already. I have a whole bunch of Colourpop. So I wasn't sure that I needed it, and then she convinced me that they were different when I watched her video. We're gonna go into the darker shade of brown right here. She literally tries on every single shade on her eyelids, and you can really, and she's got gorgeous eyelids too, but you can really see what they look like when she's got them on. She's very enthusiastic. I know she gets all of her stuff in PR, so you know, I don't know how much of that is like a legit reaction to it, but I feel like she sells me more Colourpop stuff than I need to buy, just because it looks so beautiful on her eyelids, and then I'm convinced that I'm fear of missing out, you guys. Just taking that darker shade and just kind of smoked out my eyeshadow. This is probably a little bit more rich and dark than I need to for a daytime look, but it's also fall when I'm filming this. Hopefully it's still fall. This feels like cashmere sweater and warm, and I'm getting a little bit of the dated look now. So dark. Okay, I've got two shades in here. These two shimmers seem like they're very similar, so let's go ahead and swatch them. Wow, that's super soft. Let's see. Boy, that's beautiful. That's like a rose gold, beautiful color. Okay, let's try the other one right next to it. Let's see. Are those relatively the same color to you? One of them slightly more warm, one of them slightly more rose gold. They're so ridiculously similar. I am not an artist, right? So I don't have that artist's eye to really be able to go, oh no, those are completely different. I don't know that we needed both of these shades in here, you guys. So I guess it doesn't really matter which one I pick. I'm just gonna pick this first one up here. It's very soft and creamy. Wow, what a gorgeous shade. The one part of me is like, oh, I should put the other one on the other eye just to see. But I really like that color, so we're not going to. Just gonna kind of clean up a little bit of the craziness from my fat fingers that likes to kind of spread a little bit. Wow, that's really beautiful. I feel like it got a little crumbly maybe on me, but when it buffs out, it's really perfect. Wow. Okay, Colourpop, darn it. Every now and then I'm like, oh, I'm so tired of Colourpop, and I'm bored with Colourpop, and why the Colourpop? And then I put this on and I'm like, I'm in love with Colourpop eyeshadow. Some of them just really speak to me. This one did. All right. Is it a dated look because it's a 90s, supposedly a 90s inspired palette? I don't know. I think maybe with the lips and the cheeks, I think everything is just really heavy and really bold, and I need to do some cleanup. I will get that done before the final look here. There is this matte kind of creamy color here in the corner. I'm going to actually use that as my inner corner shade. And I do like a matte sometimes for inner corner as opposed to shimmer, because I think it looks more natural, which seems strange to think about putting on all this makeup and then go, oh, but it looks natural. Not the whole thing. Sometimes I feel like the shimmers are maybe more forced. Okay, I do like that vanilla color. There's a lot of shades in here I didn't use, right? I mean, I didn't use that raspberry color. Oh, beautiful. I didn't use this purple down here. Wow. Those two, okay. Those right on there. Wow, look at that. One swipe. Bam. Let me know if you want to come back and do 3 looks with this palette. I can do 3 looks with small palette. Personal challenge of mine. Okay, you guys. We need to use this eyeliner. I think I have 2 other Colourpop liquid liners, and they're okay. I feel like sometimes they dry out fast. So I picked this one up in black. I don't think I needed it, but when I was placing the order, I was like, oh, well, I don't have that one, so add it to the collection. Normally, I don't do a liquid liner, certainly not a black liquid liner. This felt very easy to control. I don't have any issues with it. I normally struggle with liquid liner, especially if it doesn't dry down very quickly. This one I felt like it dried down pretty darn quickly. So let me put on some mascara and clean up a little bit, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, let's put on a little setting powder. Maybe that'll tone down my blush. I've got a little of the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and now that that blush has had a chance to kind of dry down a little bit, I want to see what happens when I put powder on top of it. Does it lift? Does it move? Nope. It seems to be just fine. I think I would absolutely do a setting powder with those blushes so that they didn't travel. And I was worried about the overabuse of blush, but now a little setting powder, and I think that they look perfectly fine. The eyeshadow is fine. At first I was like, no, my blush is too bold. My eyeshadow is too bold. Everything is too bold. The lipstick is too dark, and now I'm looking at it going, okay, maybe I don't hate this so much. I want to take another one of these colors. I'm going to actually take this kind of purpley color down here and just smudge a little bit of that into my lower lash line. Keep using more of these colors. I will absolutely use this palette. This is actually a nice fall palette, late fall, early winter maybe. This shade right here looks like it almost has like a green undertone to it, and then this one right here, both of those are kind of like a khaki color. One of them's like a matte, one of them's a little bit more of a gold. I think that they did a good job curating this palette. Who knew? Who knew that I could still find a Colourpop palette that I would want and enjoy and love? I'm very happy to have this. The lipstick. I gotta admit, it's a little dark for me. I think it's grown on me a little bit. I think if I do a lighter eye, I could get more use out of this. But what I would do is take a lighter shade right here in the center. That makes it a little bit more wearable to me. I don't know why. I don't know why that made all the difference. Little ambi. I guess it kind of lightened it up a little. Doing a little setting spray. This is the Hourglass Veil. One of my favorites. All right, you guys. This is my first impression on this Plush Like Me palette from Colourpop. You know, the eyeliner, yeah, the eyeliner's great. I will use that one again. I'm not normally a liquid eyeliner kind of person, but I felt like it gave me the control. It didn't transfer. It didn't get on my lids. I like the way it looks. The lipstick, yeah, when I layer it with something else. The blushes I really like. That's a huge surprise for me. I was surprised that I liked this as much. I thought it was going to be more like the wine palette or some of those other burgundy palettes, but I think that's actually very, very wearable. These blushes I love. I wouldn't have known that I would love those blushes. Like the lip liner, I can recommend those. All right, you guys, that's it. That's it for today's video of the Plush Like Me collection from Colourpop. Like I said, I didn't get all the pieces in the collection. I got a number of them though, and I will use this again. These are perfect. These are like my colors. I feel like I need to curl up in a cashmere sweater with a blanket, a fire, and cozy vibes. I like it. I hope you guys are doing really well. I would love your opinion on this look, this channel, what I should do next, what you guys are interested in. What are you guys wearing? Are you guys doing full faces of makeup? I'm traveling again for work, so now I have to look a little polished. I used to do it for myself. Now I do it so I don't embarrass myself. So there you go. I hope you guys are just transitioning well with the new seasons, and that you and all of your loved ones are all being safe and healthy, and sticking togetherness. I hope that you guys are surviving. I really do. I hope to see you guys around next time, and with that, until my next video, bye for now.